Hello everyone, my name is Mandy and today we're going to be talking about revising the perfect novel. Now, the first step in revising the perfect novel is realizing that the word perfect does not exist. No matter how times you rewrite something, no matter how much you work on it, it's just not going to be perfect. We're all humans here, we make mistakes. Even if you bring it to an editor and you have several people look at it, there's always going to be some sort of mistake in the book somewhere. I know I've found grammar mistakes in novels before, and I'm sure you guys have found grammar mistakes in novels before also, so we're going to keep that in mind while we're working on revising our own novel. Now, the first step is always the structure edit. Now, this is when you look at the overall picture. You see what works, what doesn't, and I believe another video I talked a whole bunch about this when I was talking about my editor for my book. But one thing that you need to keep in mind is that when you are editing, you need to keep what is essential to the novel. If something doesn't move the novel forward, if you just have inner monologue, you need to delete it. And my book had a lot of inner monologue. I believe by the end of the editing, I deleted about 50 pages of useless monologue that I didn't need. So that is monologue that I actually, when I went through the edits by myself, I was thinking, should I delete this? Should I keep it? And I kept it. But when I sent it to my editor, they were like, delete all of this. You don't need it. I've learned that if you have to think twice about something, you should probably delete it anyways. If you have any doubt in your mind, that means just delete it and restart, add the description. But if you just delete useless information and it looks good, then that means you're probably doing the right thing. You have to always think, is this gonna move the plot forward in some way? But another thing you need to keep in mind is that you don't want to spoon feed information. And this is where the deleting comes in hand again. You've all probably heard this saying, show, don't tell. When you're trying to get some background story into your novel, you need to show it. You don't want to tell it through narration. You need to add in these little hints and stuff like that. By doing this, you won't be spoon feeding your reader. You'll be giving them these little hints. You'll make them pay attention to your book, and you'll make them try and put these puzzle pieces together, and it makes for a more interesting novel, and it makes for a more interesting read. And if they like your first book, when you write a second book, they'll probably buy that book also. So those are just a few tips in writing the perfect novel, because we all know that revising and revising, no matter how much you do it, you're not going to get perfect work, but you'll get near perfect, and that's what our goal is. So I hope you guys all liked this video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, subscribe, and comment below if you have any requests for future videos.